Hi everybody, I just wanted to show you Lesmehego High School. I was in a meeting for Liam, that's him, he's to go in and do his tests for his exams, whatever they're called. I always forget the name of them. But he's to go in and do them. Tomorrow he's to go in after college and do an hour and a half, and then Friday, Monday and Tuesday I do believe. So he's to go in there tomorrow, guys, and do some exams. Look, there's the techie buildings. There's the buildings where you do like woodworking things. You do woodworking things out there, see it? I think that's about one of the only classes Liam likes. So how is everybody today, my beautiful members? I hope that's the other school now. I told you about Wood Park Primary School where Zaks and Liam went to. Well, that's the second primary school. That one's actually bigger than Wood Park. It didn't used to be. Wood Park used to be the hub. It used to be the biggest school in this district. But there's other schools bigger now. Just because I think when they knocked all the schools down in Scotland and built those new tech schools, basically what they did was, the old school, the one that we all went to, it got made like a hub type of thing for all the different schools that had to be done up. So, and then they were first. Their school got built first, and then they moved everybody out into that. And am I saying this right? Yeah, the Wood Park School, they built the new school, and then everybody used Wood Park as the hub school till their primary schools get knocked down and rebuilt. The high school, I'm not sure if it was the same or not, if all the other schools get done the same way as the primary. But yeah, I think it was a couple of years before COVID. They had actually replaced all the primary schools with these new big tech things. But there used to be a building there, see that building there? That's my favourite house in the whole, well, it's not really my favourite house in the whole of Lesmehego, that's not true. It's one of my favourite houses. And there's loads of houses up there the same, they kind of mansions if you see them, look. They're like the type of old school. It's like the old school mansions, do you know what I mean? Where it's like that. And then see there used to be a really old high school. It used to be the art building there. And I wish it was still here. And I wish I was a ghost hunter at the time, because I do believe it was haunted. I think there's actually a few places in Lesmehego haunted. It's one of the wee old towns though, isn't it? So that my boy, yeah. It's just, see, he wants to go to high school. It feels as if that's them. They're only a couple of years and they've left. I don't know if it's because typically high school's only 4 years and primary's 7 years, so you know the difference. Oh, I don't know, but he's enjoying himself at college anyway. And it wasn't, well, to be honest with you, it's not really college as in a college is sitting. He goes to that after New Year, but right now he's at a winter's leavers programme, which lets them, basically they give them different activities like joinery and bricky and all those type of things, and then it gives them an idea what they want to do when they leave school. Liam already knows that he wants to be a builder, so he's just waiting on his placement starting for college in January for that. But he loves it. He absolutely loves it, and it brings on his abilities, because he's only 16 come January, but he's honestly built like an 18-year-old. Because he does the protein shakes, he eats properly, he doesn't eat a lot of chocolate and things. Very rarely Liam will eat a bit of chocolate, but he does like biscuits and things like that, and a bit of chocolate now and again. And crisps, he likes crisps. So he reasonably, I would say, eats healthy for a teenager. He could be healthier because he does McDonald's and things, but he's definitely healthy for a teenager. And he never skips a meal. He makes sure he gets his 4 meals and his extras, so that's why I'm always skinny. I'm only kidding. my boy. So this is look, this is one of the lanarkers over there. I don't know if you can see. This is where I usually walk up at the motorway. It's just behind there. And then that's usually over the front is where Lovers Lane is. If you get where I am. Lovers Lane, like over that back bit at Wood Park. So it is. So usually I stand up there and I look down onto the valley. So yous are seeing it this way for a wee change. And there's like the doctor's surgery and things over there. So you'll get your bearings in a minute. But see some of the old, see there's the old church, that's the church that they usually have the summer club in, and then there's the manor house next to it. Beautiful big church, guys. That one's always been quite a, not rich church, I'm not going to say rich church, but that one's always been a lot more people in it than the other church that's fallen apart. So, and to me the two of them are the same. I don't know the difference between the Scottish religious things, unless it's pagan and Christianity. I don't even really know about them either. I just know that they're different. Oh dear. I know that Christians are supposed to be the most peace-loving out of the lot of us, but I do believe it's us pagans. So guys, there's all the decorations up for Christmas. There's a little snowman. There's Santa's head. And look, that's the old bank house. That used to be the bank, but it's a big manor house. So they've done it back into a house. I'd like to get a brick from it. Go out their back door and say, what are you doing? I'm just getting an old brick, is that okay? The place where I'm actually applying for a job on night shift, I'm just going to do it, guys. I'm just going to apply for that job on night shift for the looking after the elderly. Because I got a letter in the other day, they're saying they're taking another £100 off me on Monday, in January. So I'm only going to be left with £60 a fortnight to live. How am I going to do that? Oh, but they've reassured me that there's other things in place that I can learn. I can go back to college, I can get a job, I can go into ESA, which basically means that I've not got a family anymore, I'm looking for a job. Well, I've not got a family that I'm bringing up anymore, I'm looking for a job. So I've got that I could go into, which will get me an extra £80 a fortnight. So I'll need to do that, guys, just until I do find a job. Oh, it's brutal. Never mind. So I'll get my wee shop to take off eventually, I think. I've put a lot of weight on this shop. Right, there you go. There, we're back at Pepe's. You know where we are now. But a lot of folk have got their decorations up. And there's the doctors. So you'll get your bearings where we are now. Anybody that didn't know. I'll talk to you in a minute, guys. I'm going to check my bank app to see how much change I've got in it. 2 seconds. Back, everybody, the award-winning chip shop. Yeah, guys, I've got enough of my bus fare up the road, thank the goddess, because I can't be walking it, it's too cold. So that's our doctor's surgery, guys, and that, it looks like one wee cottage, but there's actually like a double bit at the back, a big bit at the back. That used to be just the doctor's surgery there, until last year, no, until the year before, and then they built that other bit. In fact, you know something, I think it was just before COVID. Now I think about it, and it's another big bit at the back, guys. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the screen there to show you what I was trying to look. And I meant to say, that's where I did the craft fair in there. I did the craft fair in there, and it's so weird because my table would have been right there. I was right up the very back, so my table would have been here. But I'll tell you, see, doing that craft fair, it was definitely a learning experience, because now I know, watching everybody else sitting there, I know what sells. Things like cards sell, handmade things like your flowers arrangements and things like that, as long as they're not too expensive, so that'll be good for Sister Sherry. See, like little flower arrangement things that you maybe sit in the middle of a table and things like that. Well, things like that sold, especially now that Christmas is coming up. Little gift sets that people had made up as well, which were quite popular. So basically all you need to do, guys, is get yourself some baskets. Go on to Temu and get yourself hundreds of things on Temu and then make up baskets with them and sell them. Do you know something? See, if I'd thought about it, I'd have done it before Christmas. And that is the truth. I'd have done it before Christmas. Some of the ladies I was in that craft fair with, you could tell the stuff was out of Temu. The clasp that I bought for a fiver, I looked it up on Temu and it was £1.78. So basically she's making £3 profit on it. But that's how you do it, guys, isn't it? And it's a beautiful clasp. So you can't grumble, you're getting a beautiful clasp for £5. Which typically you would pay for it. Because it's a nice sturdy clasp. And it's also got one of those pointy things in it that you can use for other things. So it's all good in my opinion. It's that pewter stuff it's made out of, so it's quite heavy. But yeah. So guys, the plans I've got for Christmas is maybe try another craft fair with what I've got left. There's one again next week, so I'll maybe try that. But I was getting told with I had a DHSS phone call the day from my worker, and she was telling me that there's actually jobs going in Lanark as well in the shops. So I'm going to try and get a trip to Lanark tomorrow or before Friday with some CVs and get them in. Because if you think about it, this is the time they'll all be taking on the Poundland and things like that, I think it is. So I definitely need to print out some CVs and take them out to Lanark. So as I will. The bus driver's stopping for a wee bit to eat. He probably phoned it at Colburn to tell me he'd be doing in a minute in the bus. They've got to eat as well. But no wonder they're late. So yeah, everyone's looking Christmas. I'm surprised the doctors haven't got their deckies up. Probably come this week. I'm going to go, guys, because my hands are freezing. Blessings.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Electric scooter. There you go. Oh, you're the one at the back. Go round about the square. What's that? Just be careful till you get used to it. Oh, it's freezing. That's it. Even the driveway's fine. There you go. Cold in it, son.
He's a shot.
Not Liam's what a shot now. How you go then?
I'm not going to video.
Alright.
How do you get it to go without having to go 1 mile, one mile per hour?
Look at the witchy dress. I think I've got it pulled in too tight here. If you see it. I'll figure it out. So there's there.
You look like a goth.
That's what Liam said. I look too gothy. Doesn't like me looking gothy. Right, go and hold that now. Just see it that way. Zaki. Zaki.
Alright.
In fact, it's alright, just hold it there. Okay. Just to see it. It's because I've got my leggings on underneath it, but I need to fix it properly. There we go.
On your phone.
Love it.